Welcome everybody back to week 6 Texas Tom American Truck Simulator vlog. Exciting week. We finally added to our team. We got a new hire this week, a new driver, and then Friday we grabbed another driver. So we actually added 2 employees this week to help us meet our contractual obligations to Pioneer. So excited to share with you what went down this week. So this week we did 11 deliveries to Pioneer, which we beat. We are contractually obligated to do 10, so we beat that this week. We met that goal, unlike last week, which we did not. We started the week with $398,000, and you'll see how we spent some of that, what we bought with some of the money. We've been waiting for this truck to come in, and we'll finally show you that as well. So there we go. 2 new hires. The first new hire, Felandia. He started on Tuesday. He is driving the 389 Silver Bullet. So that is a truck that we got. So we now have 3 trucks in the fleet. So we will show you those. And then we also got another new hire. Marion started on Friday. Marion got put in the 389 Black Betty, our original truck. That's what Marion's driving. And we are going to show you what they contributed to the company this week. So week 6, we did almost 4,000 miles, about 3,800 miles, and we did 19 loads, which was more than last week. So we mixed up the trailer type a little bit. I know we struggled last week just running the crude oil trailer, or the fuel tanker trailer, excuse me. We did mix up the trailers. We did buy a lowboy trailer at the middle of last week. It's delivered, so we will be using that, and we'll show you how that worked out. So we brought in $195,000 for the week, which was great. The most popular load type was boom lift. Again, we put that lowboy trailer to work, and we made some decent money with those boom lifts. Probably something we might want to focus more on in the future. But there's a quick look at our 2 new trucks in the fleet, the White Lightning and the Silver Bullet. We'll talk a little bit more about those. Here is the second truck in our fleet. This is another Peterbilt, as you can see with a cab there. We are going to call this truck White Lightning. You can see we made some modifications, some upgrades here, but now we have 2 trucks. White Lightning that you see here and Black Betty. We will probably run this truck and give the new hire Black Betty, but here you go. Unveiling of White Lightning. Here is a look at the third truck in our fleet. This is Silver Bullet. Again, another Peterbilt with the cab there. We are going to probably utilize this for one of our new hires, but we're now up to 3 trucks. Here's the Premium Ultra Ride. Interior inside, but we're expanding and things are looking up here. Texas Tom LLC. Okay, so here is the driver's log this week. We utilized the Silver Bullet truck, then swapped over to the Black Betty once our new hire showed up. And then we ended up with the 389 White Lightning. You can see we bounced between the lowboy and fuel tanker trailers, taking boom lifts and crude oil out of Pioneer. Again, starting at Fort Stockton. Stayed in Texas for the most part, only traveled out of Texas once. again, Texas is a very large state to get around in. So I don't know how much we will be getting out of Texas, because we basically need to be back to get these 10 delivery runs. As we add drivers, that contractual obligation is going to increase. So once we get those guys going and rolling, um, we'll see how they do as far as adding to that. Deadhead miles, not as crazy as last week. We did have one where we deadheaded from El Paso back to Fort Stockton. Um, that, and then we deadheaded from uh, Fort Stockton again. We must have went somewhere and picked something up. I'm not sure. Or probably, yeah, I'm not sure why that's 207 miles deadhead down there. But last week we had a lot of deadhead when we just used the fuel tanker trailer exclusively, but not as bad this time. Towards the end of the week, we just basically uh, took stuff out where we ended up because we knew we had the contractual obligations met. So now we'll look at our new hire drivers and look at their logs for the week. Okay, so here is Felandia, able to contribute over $11,000 to the company in the first week. 8 loads there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 8 loads. Again, started on Tuesday. Rode the Silver Bullet and used the container carrier. I'm going to have to build up their XP, their driver points, before we can get them into the fuel tanker. Um, I wish there was a way you could dispatch your own drivers. That's something I think that would be really cool. Basically, the computer generates the loads. So only one Pioneer load for Felandia this week, and that was on Saturday. So hopefully they can contribute more. You can see his first trip, he went to Abilene and then deadheaded back. So that trip cost us some money, but he was able to make over $10,000 for us in his first week. So that'll help cover some of the bills. But then we also have Marion. So let's check out Marion's driver. So Marion's first week, not great. Actually cost us $1,700. Was kind of confused about this, and when I talked to somebody, they said basically if there was some truck damage or something on the Black Betty after your drivers take the first load out, that stuff will get repaired. So that's what I'm guessing here. What happened? Uh, Marion took a load from Fort Stockton up to Utah and then ended up costing us money. So next week, hopefully, Marion can grab something out of Utah and get it back so it isn't a total loss. If they deadhead from Utah, that's not going to be great. So can't wait to see what Marion's driver logs looks like next week, because again, only one thing on the log here now. So the weekly accounting report for week 6 again brought in $195,000. That's my driver income plus the 2 hired workers. We add that to last week's, and then we spent $500,000 in expenses this week. Check it out, $511,000 in expenses. If you remember, we started this company with a $500,000 loan. So we are spending a lot. I hope that these hired hands, these hired drivers can start making some money, because this is going to be an expensive enterprise. We bought 2 trucks here. We got another truck coming on the way. We hired some drivers. Our loan payment of 7602. Again, that's coming out every week between the truck and trailer services, and then fuel. We are going to be spending a lot of money, it looks like. So hopefully we can start making some more money, get our new drivers going, and get them putting some income for the company, and we can start growing the company. Exciting here. 3 drivers now, 3 trucks, got another truck on the way. So we'll be up to 4 drivers in no time. Hopefully we can figure out how to get these drivers to take some Pioneer loads, so that will help us with our contractual obligations. Again, I appreciate everyone checking out the channel. I hope you like what we're trying to accomplish here, giving American Truck Simulator this real feel, trying to keep it as real as possible, what it's like being an owner-operator. Can we make things work? If you like what you're watching here, please give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see week 7. Sure, going to have a lot of exciting things to talk about here as we keep expanding the company.